That thing's a pile of junk. Hey, how many timing chains have you done? How many times have you had to do major work? How many times has the engine been rebuilt? How many times have the spark plugs jumped out of that engine? How many times has everything been replaced? Etc., etc. How many times has your engine blown up? Just let you listen to it. Keep in mind, parents bought this truck in late '96. And now, the reason I am making this video. That's 250,000, boys. 250,000 and 3 miles, 25-year-old truck, almost. Transmission was replaced at 200,000. The serpentine belt was replaced in November of 2019. The factory serpentine belt was replaced in November 2019. That's the second one. Alternators never been replaced. Coil packs all just got changed. Some of them may have never been, probably on its second set in some places, third in others. Alternators never been changed. Oil pumps never been changed. Water pumps never been changed. Air conditioning's only been charged once. Like I said, transmission got replaced. Only things that have really been done to this truck have been oil changes when it's been required. Oh yeah, this truck still has the original gear oil in the rear end. And you can still see through it. It's still good. And original coolant too. That wheel bearing has no play in it. This wheel bearing has just the ever so slightest amount. This truck is all original, except for the transmission, filters, tires, brakes, the usual stuff you'd expect, and the refrigerant. Original engine, original rear end, original drive shaft, original rear end oil. That's factory. 250,000 miles, 25 years old, sat outside for 10 years, right over there. The most hated truck on the internet. Won't make it past 20,000 miles if you're lucky. It won't make it past 180. It definitely won't make it past 200. I don't know if you can hear this, but the rattle and air conditioning aside, why is the air conditioning on? It's not. It is a 25-year-old truck. It does do weird things on sometimes, but I mean, you listen to it. Seriously, why is the air conditioning on? This is so weird. Just going. There. 250,000 miles and it still sounds perfectly fine. Say what you want about this engine. Say what you want about this truck. The engine's slow. It has no power. You can't tow that much with it. The truck is ugly. The paint's cheap. The front end is weak. Whatever. Say whatever you want. It's not a real truck. It doesn't ride like a truck. You're gay if you own one of these things. Blah, blah, blah. This has been a damn good truck for us. And you can say that we got lucky or what. You can say we got lucky with this truck or whatever. But I think this goes to show, even a truck that has a horrible reputation, if you take care of it, you got yourself a pretty rock solid unit there. God damn it, this truck is the reason we do Ford. This is our Old Faithful. And I'm not saying other brands are bad, although I may make jokes about Dodge or Chevy or whatever your Old Faithful is. Jelly Bean Ford, OBS Ford, square body Chevy, the weird swerve body last generation CKs, whether it's a cat eye or the GMT 400, 500, whatever the hell it is. Whether it's first gen, second gen, third gen, fourth gen Ram, whatever it is, everyone has their own Old Faithful, and regardless of whatever the internet says, and regardless of like the one or two people who say something bad, there's 10 other stories where that truck is still going. It's probably because, well, this has been a family-owned truck. It hasn't been, contractor truck, landscaping company, construction company. It's not a fleet vehicle. Hasn't really done any major... Okay, I was going to say towing, but this truck, that's the reason the transmission got replaced. This truck did towed a boat a few times, and that's probably why the transmission ended up failing at 200,000, although I've heard that's kind of normal for the transmission this truck had. Everyone has their Old Faithful, and no matter what the internet says, no matter what the jokes are, that truck is going to be the best truck they will have ever owned. You can say what you want about me, but I am damn glad that this is my first car, first vehicle, first truck. And I am going to keep it as long as I possibly can.